Red prepares Naby Keita's trading agreement for Marcelo Brozovic. According to Italian sources, Liverpool are preparing a bid to sign Inter Milan midfielder Marcelo Brozovic and are ready to include Naby Keita in this transfer move for the Croatian star in the next 2 weeks. Brozovic is valued at a fee of around £30 million. The 30-year-old Brozovic has become Inter's loyal player, making 302 appearances for Inter. But this season he has only played 12 times in all competitions for Nerazzurri. He missed all 5 Serie A games in October due to a hamstring injury. Returning from the World Cup with Croatia, Brozovic has missed the last 3 league games with a calf problem. 83 times the Croatian star has been seen missing Inter matches. Liverpool have long been linked to a move and are still interested in it. According to Italian sources, he claimed that towards the end of 2022, Liverpool were considering a move to Brozovic to replace Arthur on loan. Another news from Italy said that Tottenham is in the race for Brozovic. Now, according to reports, Liverpool is said to be on the offensive for the Croatian star. According to the latest information, the Reds are preparing a surprise offer to sign Brozovic, which is valued at £30 million by offering cash alongside Keita. The Croatian star's contract with the Italian team continues until 2026, while the Guinean star's contract expires in the summer. Liverpool needs midfielders. Jude Bellingham is strongly linked, but his transfer will be in question in the summer. Italian journalist Rudy Galletti said Bellingham is on a 6-man shortlist alongside Mikel Merino, Yuri Tielemans, Moises Caicedo, Sofian Amrabat and Piotr Zielinski. However, the Reds are planning to use one of the midfielders as bait by signing cheap and out of contract. Looks like a really good deal to bring Brozovic to Anfield. Formless Fabinho and Henderson's performances this season were not enough for Liverpool. He is also unable to stabilize Thiago, who is aging and prone to injury. That's why it makes a lot of sense to sign Brozovic. The Croatian player is quite experienced and could be Klopp's right-hand man on the pitch. With his performance at the World Cup, he showed everyone what needs to be done in the heart of the team and took part in the tournament with high pass hit rates. He definitely has the features to adapt to Liverpool, who want to dominate the midfield and play a game with physical strength at the forefront. He did a really good job in a league like Italy where tough defensive plans are at the forefront, and it looks like he's maintaining this performance in Liverpool as well. Also, instead of Naby Keita leaving the team with a free transfer at the end of the season, it seems like a very logical business for Liverpool to be used in the transfer of Brozovic. Brozovic could also be a good alternative for Klopp for next season. The journalist who presented Thiago's transfer update on Bellingham. A credible journalist claimed that Jude Bellingham would choose to join Liverpool if money was not an issue. Since the World Cup and even before, the Reds have long been linked with a move to sign the Borussia Dortmund midfielder. The impressive performance of the star player for England in Qatar enabled teams such as Real Madrid and Manchester City to join Liverpool in the race to sign the 19-year-old dynamo. It has been reported in the past that Jürgen Klopp is the favourite to secure his side signature. Bild's Christian Falk has claimed that he would indeed decide to sign for Liverpool only if Bellingham resists the lure of the mega money he could get at another club. If it's not a question of money, then his next stop will be Liverpool, Falk said. This is definitely an encouraging update from the German journalist who says Thiago Alcantara will join the Anfield team. Journalist Florian Plettenberg also claimed that Liverpool bosses were optimistic to sign him at the end of the season. The journalist reported that negotiations were taking place between Bellingham and the Reds. However, Plettenberg noted that Jürgen Klopp has not yet spoken to the actor personally. He also claims that no official offer has been made from Liverpool. Despite this, the talks seem to be progressing nicely between the parties. It is said that Liverpool even offered Bellingham the opportunity to become the new Steven Gerrard. It is bright news that Liverpool continue to be a viable option for Bellingham itself. Because let's be honest, the Reds have been fighting in the midfield for the most part this season. The formlessness of the midfielders seriously affected both the defensive setup and the offensive actions. The Reds have had a nightmare this season. Klopp's troops are 9th in the Premier League table after losing 3-0 to Brighton last weekend, sitting 10 points behind 4th-placed Newcastle. The right to qualify for the Champions League for Liverpool next season seems difficult in this situation. The Reds need series wins and the latest results are not promising for the future. But if Bellingham remains open to the Reds now, then he will no doubt have thought of the lack of elite European action in the coming period. It seems that the Champions League factor will definitely be decisive in Bellingham's choice for Liverpool. Klopp releases an output-related update to the £29 million star. Jürgen Klopp has reaffirmed that he does not want Liverpool forward Brazilian Roberto Firmino to leave the club amid reports that he may leave Anfield this January. Speaking to the press, the Liverpool boss gave a tough transfer message when asked if Firmino could leave Merseyside. The Daily Mail recently reported that Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, and Juventus are interested in the forward. Even at the beginning of the season, Juventus had serious interest, but Klopp did not allow him to leave the team. Firmino has been a mainstay in Klopp's Liverpool system since the German manager joined the club in 2015. The Brazilian player, who showed a bad performance last season, gave signals that he was approaching the end of his career. However, after his effective performance this season, he showed that it was still not over. But this season, the 31-year-old's chances of finding time on the team seem to be dwindling after the arrival of Darwin Nunez in the summer and Cody Gakpo this January. Transferred from Hoffenheim in 2014 for £29 million, Firmino became a fan favourite at Anfield and left his name written in gold letters in Liverpool history. Still, the Brazilian's contract expires at the end of this season and there is a possibility he will be on the move later this year. Indeed, Klopp's desire to keep Firmino seems logical as the Liverpool striker will leave a significant gap in the Reds' offensive echelon. Few players have his gaming acumen. He can play in more than one role. Klopp managed to become one of the most important trump cards on the field. But with all that, given that Nunez is now seen by many as the future of the Anfield offensive, the odds of Firmino leaving Merseyside seem to be increasing. Firmino has established himself as a modern Liverpool legend, reaching the finals twice more, as well as winning the club's first Premier League title and the UEFA Champions League. However, this summer may be the right time for the 31-year-old to leave. Besides losing his regular starting position, it's clear that Klopp is building a new future without thinking of Firmino. And for the striker, a new challenge with one of Europe's elite could be an exciting prospect for the Brazilian. However, it may be the case in a short-term contract for Firmino. Klopp really loves him and will do whatever he can to keep him in the team. If Firmino is convinced to stay for 1 to 2 more seasons, he could turn into a very experienced option role for Liverpool.